Monday morning, 8:20 sharp, standing still, surrounded by strangers. Last night still rests on my shoulders. Fatigue I couldn't wash away. My eyes trace the subway map, forgetting where I'm supposed to go. Like this train that never asks, I just keep moving on. Silent faces, empty stares, a time where no one really sees. I stood there losing my colors too, at the doorway of another day. Another Monday again, breathing in shades of gray, folding my dreams for now, walking the road called work, praying that nothing happens, just quietly enduring me. Even my reflection in the glass feels like someone I don't know. Heavy shoulders, tired heart, a morning that feels like night. If this is what being grown means, it's a lonely kind of name. Even without color I move on, crossing yet another day. Another Monday again, wrapped in a colorless breath, a simple wish to pass unnoticed, like a quiet ordinary prayer. Yeah, a day that starts without color, and here I stand. Monday morning, 8:20 sharp. Nothing has happened yet, but everything is about to begin. Doors open, people step away. Busy footsteps fade and scatter, without a sound, without a name. A small yellow thing falls down, so light it makes no noise at all. A story resting on the floor, a whole day that passed through crowds, pausing just for a breath. I don't know who left it there, no reason, no explanation, but someone today was lying right there in front of me. A small passing incident, like it was nothing at all. The world keeps moving on, so why did I stop and see a story I could have missed? Do I just call it chance? Doors close, the train moves on, heads bow back to their screens. In the narrow space between, time chooses not to speak. Moments like this fill the world, quiet, easy to ignore. If you don't hold on to them, they disappear without a trace. corner of my heart. My eyes move slower than my steps and linger there. That unnoticed moment, that day's story had already begun. Turning the page meant nothing at first. I just wanted to see the warmth left behind. A clumsy sketch, simple lines, the back of someone I know. A quiet smile, then suddenly my heart knew before I did. Under unfamiliar handwriting, a line about looking tired. Slowly I realized that man was me. Is this just coincidence or something calling my name? A quiet comfort passed to me when no one was watching. Too late to pretend I didn't feel. My heart arrived before my mind. The station announcement plays, my stop is getting closer. Time, as always, only rushes me between reality in my pocket and the warmth in my hand. Where exactly am I standing now? Is this a choice or already decided? Between an easy day where nothing changes and an unnamed story that might begin if I turn back. A face I never noticed becomes suddenly clear. In a gray morning, a single color appears. At this very moment, is it okay to stop? Could being late just once mean something today. At the edge of the road ahead, I take a breath. The doors will close, time will move on. But some days are remembered as choices. To the meeting, time pushes at my back. Calculations in my head try to hold my feet in place, but without a reason, my heart starts running first. Faster than my thoughts, my body moves on its own. The doors are closing in, the announcement echoes. If I let this moment pass, nothing will ever happen. Through the closing doors, I throw myself forward, trusting my heartbeat before hesitation. Towards something more important than being on time, running out of breath. sunset platform, a shaking pair of eyes, searching for a lost day on a familiar face. Two strangers intertwined in this sudden today. Chance of standing here calling out my name. Through the closing doors, turning time around, stepping outside the day that was decided. A choice no one may notice has brought me here. The harder I breathe, the clearer the reason. The gray morning is running with me now. Through the closing doors, I pull myself out, following a heart I always postpone. There's a reason it's okay to be late, and it's right here for this moment. The doors may close, the train may leave, but today's version of me will not go back. Between broken breaths, warm stays in my hand. A yellow day passed on before any words were said. Returning a lost moment, giving time back its place. Something so ordinary suddenly feels special. A bowed head, a trembling voice, a simple thank you. That one small phrase lingers longer than expected. The return yellow notebook finds its way back home. A day that almost vanished starts breathing again. A small act with no expectations quietly changes everything about today. A brightened face, tension fading away. A smile follows me before I even notice. Like a candy left inside my pocket, an unexplainable warmth slowly spreads. The return yellow notebook, an unfinished story. A chance meeting turns into a memory. Not big, but more than enough. This single moment keeps me warm. No one told me happiness was ever this close. Now I think I know it's passed from hand to hand. The return yellow notebook comes back as a smile. Forgotten colors of the day begin to return. I didn't do much at all, but I can feel it clearly. This is a small miracle. Like the smile left after thank you. Today doesn't fade away. gratitude passed on before any words. A hand extended with a smile, as if it meant nothing. In that brief moment, the day loosened up. Between two strangers, a heart was exchanged. Why does something so light feel this heavy? A single candy filled with unspoken words. It says, today you did well. Slowly melting in my pocket, sweetening my heart. Between being late and real life waiting, time pauses just for a second, touching someone's day, even just a little. I didn't know it would stay this long. A single candy without a word stops a moment that almost passed by. Before the sweetness, what spreads first is human warmth. Maybe happiness doesn't have to be big. Maybe one awkward thank you is enough. A single candy, like proof of today, telling me I was a good person all the way home. The small miracle lingers. I fold the wrapper, put it in my pocket, and walk on again. The clock has already passed me. The meeting room is closed now. I catch my breath and fix my tie. Only 5 minutes late, but my heart took a longer way. The scenes from earlier still follow me. A candy in my pocket, reasons I couldn't say out loud. Maybe no one knows, but I do. 5 minutes late, holding a whole story, a small floorboard from not looking away. It's okay, I still arrived just a little late, but a little better than before. Eyes waiting behind the door, the familiar weight of hair. Another ordinary day called work. But what's different from yesterday is that I slowed down. No one may notice, but I can feel it. 5 minutes late, a number that can be one apology in the real world, but I carry a reason more important than time inside my chest. Not every choice gets applause, but moments without regret remain. Oh, 5 minutes late, like today's mark, not perfect but honest. Now I return to everyday life at a slightly different pace. I open the door, lift my head, and keep living today. A morning that passed without anyone noticing. The world stayed the same, but I changed a little. 5 minutes late, one candy, a yellow notebook, things so small they almost feel silly. Yet somehow the day begins to shake, meaning slips into an ordinary routine. A very important miracle. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to change the world. If it moves me quietly, something happens inside. A small change. No praise, no applause needed for this moment. I just nod to myself. I don't know if today's choice was the right one, but I know it wasn't wrong. A very important miracle, even if unseen. Living quietly inside an ordinary day. What made today different was a simple courage, nothing grand. I didn't save someone, I saved myself. One heart I didn't ignore brought me here. A very important miracle. If it had a name, it might be choice, or maybe perspective, even if the day turns gray again. Now I know miracles are close, even if today isn't remembered. I know I'm different now. The meeting room door closes, the sound of chairs fades away. What lingers first is the quiet in the air. Between numbers and plans, the stories we pass by today, they sound a little different. And not a passing smile, a moment no one named, a small change no one called important. After the meeting ends, what remains isn't results, but people's faces, softer words being spoken without noticing. I speak differently, and I listen differently. The familiar desk scene, unchanged screens, but the ideas feel a little warmer, because that morning moment is still here. My thoughts lean toward people, not numbers. After the meeting ends, I learn one thing not written on any report, but clearly there. Today I work in a way different from yesterday. No one said good job, but a sense of okay remains. A moment where I don't need to prove anything. After the meeting ends, I quietly realize a small kindness becomes a way of thinking. In a day cold work, warmth has seeped in. I close the file, take a breath. Today is going just fine. Subway ride home, swaying handrails, a small sign, the day is over. Instead of the route map, I look at people's faces, each carrying their own day. An ordinary day feels different now. I no longer just pass it by. Happiness list, I write the first line. Things don't have to be big. A soft soap scent from the seat next to me strangely makes me smile. A short sentence left in my notes. This is how I remember today. A nameless standard without comparison, learning to cherish my own day. Happiness list, 3 things a day. I don't even have to search, they're already here. If I lift my eyes a little, what I see is enough for me. Even the gray of Monday mornings, I understand now. it through is enough. Even if tomorrow is ordinary, I'll write again my own happiness. Even boring goodness might be okay. Happiness shines brighter when it's small.
"8:20 in the morning light, a subway full of silent sighs, lined 2 rows like a giant page, painted in a tired gray. Everyone's lost in glowing screens. I'm the only one who sees the window showing quiet truth. This Monday's breathing to another Monday, same old tone, another day in Monochrome. But something's waiting just ahead, a feeling I can't explain. A Monday starting in black and white, standing on a pale gray line. I don't know why, but deep inside it feels like something's gonna shine. A Monday starting in black and white, holding hope I can't define. An unwritten story softly says this is where it all begins. Strangers passing side by side, sharing space, sharing time. No names, just a common way, riding through the same delay. My reflection in the glass looks a little grown at last. Still my heart is whispering there's more than what it seems. Feels too early to let this go, like a page I haven't shown. Something folded in my bag, waiting for its turn to shine. A Monday starting in black and white, still untouched by any shade. Even the smallest breath I take feels like it could mean something great. A Monday starting in black and white, but I choose to believe today a tiny miracle just for me is quietly on its way. I don't know yet, I don't know how, but this Monday won't just fade out. From my bag, a yellow book, small enough to fit my hand. Just that color wakes my heart before the day begins. Every morning feels the same, but this moment feels like mine. Holding on to this short pause, like a secret sign. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't need a name. This is how I find the strength to face another day. My happiness list, one by one, writing down today. Tiny lines of simple joy lead me on my way. My happiness list, this little write, a promise soft and true. One short line is all it takes to help me make it through. A piece of sunlight on the glass, the smell of coffee passing by. Moments others wouldn't see are reasons I can smile. Nothing special, nothing loud, just a feeling I can trust. distant sound. My happiness list, one by one, opening my heart between the letters. Quietly the day begins to start. My happiness list, this little ride, a signal just for me, a silent cheer, a gentle voice saying you can be. No big reason, no big dream, just not giving up. This is how I hold today with both my hands. My happiness list once again on a yellow page. Somewhere close, a miracle is smiling, waiting. My happiness list, this small habit, my strength on Mondays. From this very moment on, the miracles await. I close the book, take a breath, time to move again. This yellow page walks with me till the very end. The train slowly lifts its head, crossing over the river wide. Sunlight spills on moving waves, glittering for just a while. A tiny flash, it passes by. I hold my breath somehow. An ordinary little scene feels special now. When the world smiles just a bit, I don't wanna let it go, so I pick up my pen. A shimmer passing by the window, morning light on the river blue. It said nothing, asked for nothing, but I felt it too. A shimmer passing by the window, my third joy of today. Small but clear and shining in my own way. My reflection on the glass smiles without a sound. On a yellow page I write what I just found. Sunlight dancing on the stream, just a simple line, yet somehow suddenly the day feels mine. Nothing really changed at all, but my heart feels light. Maybe writing moments down gives them life. A shimmer passing by the window between the shades of gray. If it shines just for a second, that's enough to stay. A shimmer passing by the window on a yellow page so bright. A little gift the morning left in quiet light. Not every day can be special, and that's okay. If it shines just once like this, I'll remember the way. A shimmer passing by the window, lingering in my mind. With this feeling I can walk through the day just fine. A shimmer passing by the window, third on my happiness list. Monday slowly finding its colors again. The train goes back into the dark. I turn another page. This day is still unfolding from here on out. Just as I was closing my book, a figure stopped my view. Standing still among the crowd, someone passing through. A navy suit, a heavy stance, shoulders holding days. Silent in the moving car, yet somehow stayed. Like nothing's going on, head slightly down. But I could feel the weight of his time somehow. A small event that passed me by, a stranger I don't know. Just a moment, just a glance, but it touched me so. A small event that passed me by, no words were ever said. Still I find myself looking back at that morning scene. A neatly tied necktie, standing out somehow, like something he refused to let the world take down. A tired face, but still so calm in the rush of day. An adult quietly holding on in his own way. We don't know each other and we never will. Same train, same Monday. Standing still. Small event that passed me by, seemed like nothing much, yet it found a quiet space inside my thought. A small event that passed me by, a moment I just kept longer than I ever thought I would accept. I don't know why I feel like cheering him on. Even without a single word, I'm already gone. A small event that passed me by, just a story for now. But this feeling's going somewhere, I can feel it somehow. A small event that passed me by, on a yellow page it stays, waiting for the next small step of this Monday. The train keeps moving on, the people stay the same, but the way I look at this day has quietly changed. I turn my eyes for no clear reason, open the yellow page again. Quietly I lift my pen so no one sees. I don't have the courage to speak, I could just let it pass, but I don't wanna leave this feeling where it was. It doesn't need to be heard, it doesn't need to show. This is a feeling only I know. A silent cheer I write down on a yellow page so small, for the man standing in front of me, made a day go well. A silent cheer I write down, given without a sound, a nameless kind intention smiling around. that I know. Now arriving at the familiar sound, pushed by the crowd, I step out, standing on the platform, trying to catch my breath. My hand inside my back suddenly stops. Where is it? No, it can't be. The front pocket open and my heart drops. My heart skips half a beat. The world feels far away. The place it should be empty and gray. I lost my little treasure, pages holding all my days. On a Monday morning, it slipped away. Happiness, faded lines, corners folded thin. Days I smiled, days I survived, all were in. Not just a notebook, but the proof I made it through. The thought of losing that turns my hands cold too. I look across the tracks on the other side, a door about to close, a train in motion. My heartbeat races on, my feet won't move at all. The yellow shade is drifting out of reach now. I lost my little treasure moment, I can't rewind. The only word inside my mouth, don't go. Why today of all days, why right now? Even the trust I had in me fades somehow. My chest feels hollow, standing on this floor, pretending nothing happened, breathing once more. I lost my little treasure, but still I don't know yet where this Monday is going next. The train is gone, I'm standing still. My first moment without that yellow page. Across the platform I can see a door about to close. Behind the glass, the yellow shade disappears so slow. I reach my hand, but it's too far. Time just walks away, like nothing here is breaking, like it's just another day. I can't run, I can't call. All I do is stand and watch this moment fall. An irreversible moment, the sound of closing doors. All my Monday memories are gone once more. An irreversible moment left here on the floor. I don't say a single word, just breathe some more. Every page comes back to me, every line I wrote, days I told myself I'd be okay, just to cope. Feels like all that time I saved slipped right through my hands. My vision blurs for just a second. As I stand, I'll catch the next train, I tell myself, but my heart is already somewhere else. An irreversible moment, the train is long gone now. There is nothing in my hands to hold somehow. doors are closed, the train is gone, and here I am, still holding on. Just as the doors were closing in, the air began to shake. Someone pushed through the crowded space for my sake. Breathless words, a hurried call, calling out to me. Without knowing who I was, he reached. I lift my head and I can't believe it's the man I wrote about just moments ago. A very important miracle running through the doors. The man with the perfect necktie I saw before. A very important miracle, out of breath, holding tight. A little yellow miracle back in my life. Hey, you dropped this, just a simple line, but what he's holding in his hand is my time. Checking his watch again and again, yet still he smiles, handing me back more than a book. For a while, in that single second, everything returns, not just what I lost, but something more. A very important miracle, choosing to be late. A nameless kindness wouldn't wait. A very important miracle, in the middle of the day. One human handing light to another's way. Silent cheer came back around. The words I wrote now make a sound. A very important miracle. It looks just like chance, but hearts were quietly linked in advance. A very important miracle. What changes days like these is courage small enough to breathe. Doors close once more, the train moves on. But my Monday has just begun. Holding my yellow book tight, I look up and smile. He's still out of breath, checking his watch again. He must be late for somewhere he needs to be, but he nods like it's okay, just for me. How do I say what this means? Words alone aren't enough. A single candy as my thanks, strawberry small and sweet. I place my honest little heart in his hand. A single candy as my thanks, before the words come through. More than thank you ever could, it tells the truth. Thanks to you, my happiness list just grew by one today. I laugh and say, he looks surprised for a moment, then smiles wide, waving it off A single candy as my thanks. In the middle of Monday, leaving a smile behind, then walking away. A single candy as my thanks. So small yet deeply kind. The warmth between two strangers left behind. When I look back, he's already gone, but this warmth stays on. After he walks away, I stay behind, catching my breath one more time. I open my yellow book again with shaking hands and write the final line of this morning. What used to be just my own record now feels different somehow. My happiness list goes on, no longer just for me, with the warmth left behind between you and me. My happiness list goes on, even an ordinary day can shine through someone's kindness on the way. 8:30 a.m., the fourth joy today. Kindness that ran despite being late. It's not what I lost and then retrieved. It's the hearts we exchanged that I keep. This notebook now feels like proof that even Mondays hold the truth. My happiness list goes on yellow pages bright. One small choice can change the light. My happiness list goes on. You don't have to smile wide to feel the warmth on the inside. I know this kindness will travel on to someone else before too long. My happiness list goes on from today to what's ahead. A monochrome Monday softly turns red. My happiness list goes on as long as I still write this story. Won't say goodnight. I place the notebook in my bag and walk again. I know somehow I'm doing just fine.
Monday morning, my breath feels tight.
The paper shaking my hands feels like my whole life is standing right here. So I pause and breathe again on this stage called a presentation. I'm still learning how to stand, but I won't turn away. There's a reason I came this far.
A nervous Monday PT,
Fear is sitting next to me,
but someday this moment
will be a line on my happiness list.
I don't know it yet,
But even this trembling becomes a miracle currency. At the head of the table,
familiar scenes.
so many faces, so many words. But today in the silence, I can feel something honest in the air.
Experience made me strong, but I still believe that warmth between people can change the world.
A nervous Monday. doesn't have to speak. We were already writing the first line on the same page. This very moment will be written someday with a quiet smile. Today's happiness list still has an empty line, but it will be filled. That's how miracles begin. One star stays on the screen, a faded shade of yellow, a story no one noticed, but I couldn't let it go. Before the functions and the charts, I remembered human warmth. What lasts longer than efficiency is kindness with a cause.
This can't be explained by numbers, it's my quiet source.
A record of the day.
My heart moved first, the yellow inside this proposal, connecting people
With warmth,
before any service was built. I learned the courage to reach out. This idea didn't start with a perfect strategy, but with a single act of kindness. A photo frozen on the screen, an old yellow notebook. It was just a passing moment, or so I once believed.
but hearing her explanation, time starts to rewind. A memory I thought I lost begins to breathe again.
Too precise to call it coincidence,
Too clear to ignore.
this wasn't a plan, it was life's own design. The yellow inside this proposal,
A line that connects human hearts,
an unseen warmth that quietly moves the world.
at the center of this project.
Before results or numbers
Was the word people.
those few seconds at the subway door.
I never knew they were leading me here.
They ever knew they were leading me here.
Oh, the yellow inside this proposal, a meaning that crossed 10 years. A miracle that began as chance, now becoming a direction. Oh, we're creating isn't to change the world, it's simply to connect people. Beyond a single slide, a message softly remains. Miracles always begin with the smallest color.
Eyes fixed on the documents, familiar words appear. Yellow subway notebook, why does my heart start to shake? Memories arrive quietly, without any warning sign. Scenes I thought I'd forgotten
are standing right here now, waiting for the question. I take a careful breath from the head of the table, a presence I somehow know. The moment I lift my head, the world seems to pause in a folded space of time. Our eyes recognize first.
The word maybe
Rises to my throat. Strangely, I can't look away.
that familiar gaze stops us in our tracks before names are spoken. Memory speaks, we're older now. 10 years have passed, but the kindness of that day remains the same.
Why does one simple question take so long to ask? Between doubt and certainty, my heart reacts first.
Without a single word, we read each other clearly, harder than any presentation.
Is accepting this moment
Behind the word maybe
10 hidden years,
only now
finding their proper place.
that familiar gaze connects us again. A memory that felt like chance becomes a line. Time led us to different places, but our hearts stayed in the same scene.
No need to speak,
We already know the name
before the question. We nod in silence. That familiar gaze becomes the answer. A morning from 10 years ago arrives right now. The miracle didn't grow, it stayed where it was. We simply met it again. For now, let's not say a word. This single glance is enough. Eyes fixed on the documents, familiar words appear. Yellow subway notebook. Why does my heart start to shake? Memories arrive quietly, without any warning sign. Scenes I thought I'd forgotten are standing right here now.
waiting for the question.
I take a careful breath
From the head of the table,
a presence I somehow know. The moment I lift my head, the world seems to pause in a folded space of time. Our eyes recognize first.
the word maybe
Rises to my throat. Strangely, I can't look away.
that familiar gaze stops us in our tracks before names are spoken. Memory speaks, we're older now. 10 years have passed, but the kindness of that day remains the same.
Why does one simple question take so long to ask? Between doubt and certainty, my heart reacts first.
Without a single word, we read each other clearly, harder than any presentation.
Is accepting this moment
Behind the word maybe
10 hidden years,
only now
finding their proper place.
that familiar gaze connects us again. A memory that felt like chance becomes a line. Time led us to different places, but our hearts stayed in the same scene. No need to speak, we already know the name before the question. We nod in silence. That familiar gaze becomes the answer. A morning from 10 years ago.
world didn't grow, it stayed where it was. We simply met it again. For now, let's not say a word. This single glance is enough. The air left in the room finally starts to breathe. After all the footsteps fade, my heart speaks quietly. Why did it take so long to say this simple line? That notebook you mentioned, I smile without realizing. My fingers tremble just like that day. From a folded corner of time, the memory wakes again. The yellow I carefully take out, worn but still alive. Still the reason that brought me here.
I still have
those words set my heart at ease. A candy past after 10 years tastes just the same. Even in grown-up hands, it's still sweet. A miracle isn't something grand, it's being remembered. That's what kept me moving forward.
More important than any meeting was that single moment. The thank you I couldn't say back then. Only after time passed did I finally understand. Kindness never really disappears.
Those few seconds shaped who I became. A slightly reckless dream of becoming a planner. Sitting here like this today isn't coincidence. It's a miracle that arrived safely. A past day turning into the present. Between us, a trust without explanation. A candy past after 10 years. A smile spreads first. Gratitude arrives before words do. Happiness always finds its way back. Past kindness, embracing the present.
Since that day, I started writing too.
A happiness list. A candy past after 10 years. A reply across time. A hand once reached out, led me right here. Now it's our turn to carry it forward. So small kindness can become the future. Candy melts away, but memories stay. Another line added to today's happiness list. Afternoon light spills outside the city, keeps rushing on. But today it feels a little different. The sentences I used to write alone are now on the same page with someone else.
An old memo on my phone, a habit I never erased. One small line at the end of each day.
Since that day I learned happiness isn't something big. It's choosing not to pass by without remembering.
A story that began like coincidence,
Cross time
and became now. The happiness list goes on.
names change,
Seasons pass.
one small kindness shifts the world. A little what we learn to believe in is a miracle, just people.
Behind the word business, our real intention, filling the space met that Monday long ago, quiet and unseen. As partners, look in the same direction, not using the past, but delivering to the future. I never knew that hand I reached out would return like this. Now I understand.
This is how life moves.
One person kindness
becomes another day,
and quietly continue.
The happiness list goes on. Pages grow, people grow. Invisible warmth heats the city. What we're creating isn't a function, it's connection.
What should we write
on today's list?
Let someone to make miracles with.
The happiness list goes on. From today to tomorrow, pass on like candy.
Mondays aren't colorless anymore.
Kindness
always spreads this way.
The small yellow record whispers again. The miracle
is already in our hands. At the end of a tiring day, she stepped into a small second-hand bookstore, as she always did, in between the pages of an old novel. A single note quietly changed her night. At the end of a familiar street, I walked alone again. Tonight my heart felt strangely hollow. Between dusty shelves, an old faded book. Without a reason, I stopped right there. A small piece of paper fell to the floor in unfamiliar handwriting. Time stood still, you did well today. Those simple words held me gently, like someone who knew me from someone I'll never see. A nameless kindness opened a door inside my heart. May your night be as peaceful as the final line of this book. A piece I picked up by pure chance, turned my ordinary day into something bright. A gentle sentence from a stranger. That night I realized I wasn't alone. After that night, she returned the book with a quiet reply inside. Without names or faces, they began sharing their days through a worn-out novel. Placing the book back, I hesitated for a moment, and wrote a careful line pencil. Thanks to you, I slept peacefully. How was your morning? My feelings resting softly on the page. Days later I returned to the same small store. When I opened the book, my breath caught as if it had been waiting. A reply was there, and I smiled without knowing why. No name, no voice, no face I could recall. Yet this handwriting feels familiar now. The warmth left on fragile paper carries me through the end of the day. Favorite flowers, music on rainy nights, and your ordinary moments become my story. Through the bus window on my way to work, I find myself thinking of you. Stopping by the bookstore, my daily secret. Even ordinary days begin to shimmer. Clumsy sentences left behind quietly connect us. An unseen face becomes clearer. And today again I look for that book with words instead of voices. We reached out, and somehow we're already closer. One day, without warning, the bookstore was closed. The messages that came every day simply stopped. Standing in front of that silence, she realized she was missing someone she never met. Under the familiar sign, I stopped again. A strange notice on the door, closed for repairs. Like flipping pages for no reason, I stared at the door and placed another unanswered day into my bag. One day passed, then another week. The place remained quiet. I wondered if my words had been too much, if someone without a name had crossed a line. The warmth that came every single day vanished like a light turned off. In the empty conversation I stand alone, holding words I never got to send. Are you doing well? Do you remember me? Unasked sentences pile up at night. silent blank space you left behind. For the first time I whisper your name in my heart. That evening, rain poured endlessly at a bus stop on her way home. She came face to face with a warmth she thought she'd lost. Rain-soaked streets, no umbrella in sight. Catching my breath under the bus stop light. Someone standing next to me opened his bag, pulled out a book, and my heart froze. On the worn out cover, a familiar hue, a sky blue bookmark at the edge. The corner I once folded, still the same. Too clear to be just coincidence. I don't know his face, but somehow he already feels so close. That familiar silhouette in the rain feels like it's walking toward me. A story that once stopped, breathe again, and my heartbeat falls like rain. I swallow my trembling breath, gather my courage before it's too late. I speak, do you know what's written on page 32 of that book? That familiar silhouette in the rain. This is the moment fate speaks, lost sentences return before my eyes. We're standing now on the same page. Between the sound of rain and my racing heart, this time I won't run away. As the rain faded, he answered with a smile. Two people who recognized each other's words finally began to live the same story. He looked at me with surprised eyes, then softly smiled and spoke. Tomorrow will be a little kinder than today. You remembered that line, and so did I. While the store was closed, you waited in case
I might come among countless strangers. We didn't know each other, but one sentence was enough. Those nameless moments were already leading us right here. The way chance becomes fate is never something grand, just being a little kinder to each other. In a city full of passing days, we remembered each other's words, unread hearts, finally met on the same page. The way chance becomes fate is choosing not to let go. Small kindnesses gathered together to make us not falling from the sky, but reaching out by hand. That's how this began. The way chance becomes fate is sharing words again today. No longer you and me, but a story we read together.